Afternoon guys, Wednesday the 20th of April. We're just up at the allotment and it's about 3 p.m. now. We've just been up and having a little bit of a potter. We're just going to give you a quick update and a little bit of a tour around the allotment. So again, the garlic's all coming along tickety-boo. I know it is early, but just as a trial, what we done is we pulled one of these garlic out just to see if they were starting to bulb, but they weren't. They were only just about this size here. So we put it back in. It'll probably die, but there we go. Turnips, they are getting established. They have got some damage on them, but thankfully most of them are probably going to make it. As long as they can get enough foliage on to sustain the attack, we should be okay. Garlic again, garlic again. You've seen this before. The beetroot is now picking up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And the multi-sown ones are definitely picking up a bit better. The onions are definitely faring better in this bed. Plenty of bloom on the trees, plenty of foliage and bloom, and I see we're getting flowers on this one here now. Getting quite a bit of flower on this one. Last year's growth, so or flower on this last year's growth. These two here probably won't do anything except put a bit of leaf out, but that's to be expected. And the strawberries are coming along amazingly now, and we have harvested those spring onions and we've taken those. So we've got a nice little bunch of early spring onions we didn't expect. Apricot tree. Grapevine just starting to bust out now. I can see the fig trees putting one or two little sprouts on as well now. Cabbages and peas and onions coming along okay in here. Just a little bit of damage around these cauliflowers, but they are getting established. They've definitely established now, as are the peas. We'll put some sticks in for the peas and we'll tie the peas to the sticks, obviously keeping them below the height of this. The rocket, living up to its name, it's all up on this bed, and all up except one in this bed, unless I forgot to put one in there. The Charlotte, I think there is one there just starting to pop up now, and there's a couple showing in here, but because of how close this is to the side, I have a funny feeling it's a tatey that was missed last year. And likewise with this one, because I planted them a bit further out, sort of central. However, there is one there as well, in about the location where I would have planted. Oh yeah, there's another one here as well. So they are starting to show now as well. Right, let's give you a little look at what else we've been doing. So we're in the treehouse now. As you can see, the orange tree's still doing amazingly well. Lots of bloom coming on that. And we've put a little feed bottle in there for it and let that drain down overnight so that it's got feed. Our apricot tree still has nothing above, but it is now putting out some leaf on the main stem. Now, I'm going to leave those just to see how this gets on in case the top half of this tree has died. There was also, this is the rootstock here, up to here, and there was some leaf coming on the rootstock, so we've pulled that off because we don't want any leaf from the rootstock. But at least if this tree makes it with a bit of bloom or a bit of branching up to here, even if we have to cut it off there, we've got a dwarf apricot. But we'll leave it and see if it does actually make something up here. The leaf curling's still pretty bad on this, although this has had time to dry back now. We've given that a bottle of feed as well. This is citrus feed, and as you can see, that's drained down about 3/4 overnight. The other one drained a bit quicker in the on the orange tree. Our 6 dwarf kill I've got established. We just give them a drop of water. They needed a drink. Peach tree still doing okay. This peach tree is dropping a little bit of leaf because I think the ground's a bit wet, but we'll clean that up. You'll notice there's only one of the Crimson Bonfire peaches in here now. We'll show you the other one in a minute. Another orange and lemon in tray and a lime in here. And these are the lettuces we put in only a few days ago. As you can see, we've lost one altogether somehow. I think it's just died back and rotted, to be honest. But the others are definitely coming on in leaps and bounds. And another one there. Still no leaf on this peach. Right, so we're over at the Polytunnel now. And as you can see, these 5 Lola Rossa have now got established in the kale. The 3 all year round lettuce have got established. And likewise with these 3 kale as well. And we've just given them a drink earlier today. These have actually survived, although they look a bit beraggled. These 2, 3 here, that's looking the best, obviously, and that's how they should all be. But they are still hanging on, so we're going to leave them and see how they do. The garlic's still looking great. This has been in since I think about November. Some of this might actually be ready to eat green. I'll maybe try one of those tomorrow, see. Then we've got this Crimson Bonfire peach, dwarf peach, planted in here now. As I say, this is never going to get more than 4 feet tall, guys. And these are the other strawberries that we took cuttings from over the strawberry bed last year, coming along, and a lot of them's in flower now. I'm not sure whether to actually disturb them now they're flowering and put them into bigger planters or not. We may not. We'll see how that goes. And then the grapevine having a little go. We only purchased this as a little stick last year, and obviously it didn't produce anything. It's only still getting established. So we're outside now, and what we've done is we've put a piece of cardboard down here and all the way up the side of this polytunnel for two purposes. One, to put the potato buckets, as you can see, so we've got 11 potato buckets, and we've now put the Sarpo Mira main crop in here, watered them in, and as you can see we've got a mulch on top just to try and hold the moisture in. As they start to come to the surface, we'll move a bit of the wood chip and let them come through, and then we'll put it round them and maybe put another handful of wood chip on top. So there's 11 buckets, Sarpo Mira potatoes, and they're all planted in there now. So let's move on into the shed dry area. You can still see we've got loads of first earlies left and loads of second earlies left. I'm going to ask my mate next door. I haven't seen him yet to ask him if he wants these. If he doesn't, we might find another couple of containers and throw 2 or 3 of them in. Maybe put 3 or 4 in the bucket. Might as well use them up. So strawberries looking really well since we potted them on. There's at least 4 of these cauliflowers will probably make it. That one at the back has been weak the whole time, but we'll give it another few days. More strawberries at the back. Pak choy coming along. Leek's doing really well. Swiss chard needing potted on now. Maybe do these tomorrow. Peas won't put out, so we'll maybe get that done tomorrow. At least the ones that's germinated. And then we've got some leeks. We might just plant those as multi-sown in a couple of clumps. And these red Bedfordshire Champion onions, I might thin those out into single pots. And now you can see we've got 9 Crimson Crush tomatoes. Did germinate, and we've now potted them up into individual pots. And from here they'll go straight into the polytunnel. So they've all just been transplanted and on a good soak mat down there. Labelled up. And now to the main part of the video. This is a trial. I'm not sure how well it's going to work out, but this is what I'm doing this year. Because we've got a bit of a limited space over in the growing area and we want it for other things, we're trying something different this year, and we're going to find out, will vegetables grow successfully in pots? And for those who have been with me a while will know that back in September we had a couple of little cabbages. We had 4 cabbages in total, 2 of them bolted. And these are the other two cabbages that we put into these pots, and as you can see they're coming along quite nice. And we've just taken a few leaves off these, which we're going to take down for tea as well. We've took the bottom leaves off, all healthy. In fact, there's another one there I can probably take as well. All healthy leaves, perfectly edible. So we're going to take those down and have those for tea. So today what I've done is the last 3 curly kale that I had, dwarf kale, we've also put these into pots. As you can see, we can just stack them anywhere. The other advantage I'm thinking with this is, if it is successful, if you do suddenly start getting plagued by slugs, etc., you can clean off the bottom of the pot and move it to another location and deal with the issue, which will help to protect your plants. You can't do that if you've planted them in the ground, and I see no reason why we can't get pickings off these, and perhaps even a heart. The trial is to see if we can get a heart out of these, even if it's only a small one. Obviously your produce won't be as big and hearty, I don't think, because of the limitations of the pot, but we never know. Let's wait and see. So we've got 2 blueberries in the back there, and we've just dressed all these off with wood chips now because the weather's picking up. Obviously they dry back quicker, so we're trying to minimise watering and stop weed seeds falling on top and germinating and competing against the vegetables. That's basically what the aim of that is. Likewise, one of these trees had a bit of weed around it, quite a bit. Now it's either A, come out of the compost, or B, blown on and germinated. So we weeded it, and we've now dressed these as well with wood chip on the top, and then we soaked them down with a hose, and that will help to retain the moisture and hopefully stop any weed seeds germinating on these trees. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do with those 3 or 4 cauliflowers that we have managed to get is we're going to put them into 12-litre pots like these, and we're going to grow those in pots and see if we can get away with doing it. The other thing is, so far, fingers crossed, there's been no pests at these. Now I know it's early in the year, but so far there hasn't been any pests on these, and you can see how healthy they are. But another thing is, you can easily throw a net over the fine mesh over the top of this and just weight it down with some bricks as well, if you suddenly start to see the vegetables being attacked. Guys, it's probably been done many times before. I'm not trying to teach anyone how to suck eggs, and basically it's just a trial I'm trying. I haven't seen it done anywhere else, but it's just a thought I had, and I'm just going to see how this works out this year. Okay, just a little short update today. I know you have seen things just of recent times, but just to keep my hand in and throw something in there for what it's worth. Someone might find this interesting, they may or may not. Let me know what you think in the comments sections down below. Have you tried growing vegetables in pots? Did you have success? Did you have drawbacks? What are the drawbacks? Let me know what you think in the comments section, please. Again, I want to thank everyone for the subscription, comments, likes and dislikes, as always. Thanks a lot, guys, and wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way, and thanks for watching.